with me? Can you say hello?
Hello.
You're watching Storytime Anytime with the Bath Township Public Library. Now we always start Storytime Anytime with our special hello song. And while we sing, we're going to do two of the words in American Sign Language. The first word we're going to do is hello. Just like you're saluting, lift your hand up and away from your forehead. The second word we're going to do is friends. We have our two pointer fingers. They are best friends and they're going to give each other hugs. Are we ready? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. We're going to sing one more time. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Good job, everybody. So today's story time is all about hibernation. Do you know what hibernation is, Zachy?
Yes.
What is hibernation?
An animal has keep going in the...
That's right. It's when animals sleep all winter. So we're going to do a finger play about a bear, because a bear is an animal that hibernates and sleeps in the winter. Are we ready? All right, you're going to make a fist, and your thumb is going to be tucked inside. Here is a cave. Inside is a bear. Do you see your bear? Now he pops out to get some fresh air. He stays out all summer in the sunshine and heat. He hunts through the forest for berries to eat. That's right. You wiggle your finger, thumb. When the snow starts to fall, the bear hurries inside his warm, cozy cave, and there he will hide. The snow covers the cave like a fluffy white rug, and the bear sleeps inside, all cozy and snug. Can we do it one more time? I guess we won't. Our first story is called Bear Has a Story to Tell. And this is written by Philip Seastead, and it's illustrated by Aaron Easted, and it's published by Roaring Brook Press. It was almost winter, and Bear was getting sleepy. But first, Bear had a story to tell. Mouse, would you like to hear a story? Asked Bear with a yawn. You give a big bear yawn for me? Bears probably have big yawns, right? I am sorry, Bear, said Mouse, but it is almost winter, and I have many seeds to gather. Bear helped Mouse find seeds on the forest floor. You see her pile of seeds? And when they had finished, Mouse said, "See you soon," and tunneled underground to wait for spring. There's Bear waving. See you in the spring, Mouse. Bear took slow, sleepy steps through the forest. Fallen leaves crunched under his feet. "Hello, Duck," said Bear, sitting down to rest his tired legs. "Would you like to hear a story?" I am sorry, Bear, said Duck, but it is almost winter, and I am getting ready to fly south. So bears hibernate during the winter, which means they go to sleep. Some animals, like ducks, migrate during the winter, which means they fly to where it's warmer. I will miss you, Duck, said Bear, and he raised a paw to check the direction of the wind. Raise your paw, check the direction of the wind. I will miss you too, said Duck, and off he flew. There goes Duck. Bye, Duck. See you in the spring. The sun was heavy and hung low in the sky. Bear's eyelids were getting heavy too, and he counted colors to stay awake. 1, 2, 3 pink clouds. 1, 2 red leaves, and 1 green. What do you see that's green? Frog. Hello, frog. Can you give me a nice froggy ribbit? Ribbit. Ribbit. Would you like to hear a story? I am sorry, Bear, said Frog, but it is almost winter and I have to find a warm place to sleep. Bear dug a frog-sized hole between two evergreens, and then he tucked Frog in under a blanket of leaves and pine needles. Oh, thank you, Bear, said Frog. I will see you in the spring. Good night, Frog. Bear leaned against the old oak tree. He stretched and yawned again. Can you give me another big bear yawn? And he scratched his belly. You scratch your belly. I wonder if Mole is awake, he thought. Moles dig deep tunnels underground. Mole! Are you there, Mole? But look, Mole was already asleep. Good night, Mole, said Bear with a sigh. Oh, what's coming down? The first winter snowflakes began to fall. Many months passed, and the sun returned, and it melted the snow and woke the trees. You see where Bear is? Bear slept all through the winter under the snow. Bear rolled out into the green grass. It's spring, he said. Now I can tell my story. But first, Bear brought Mouse an acorn. Thank you, Bear, said Mouse. Mouse was hungry after a long winter. Welcome home, Duck, called Bear. You must be tired from your journey. And Bear showed Duck a shady mud puddle he'd found. Bear placed Frog in the sunshine till he was warm and awake. Frog opened one eye and then the other. Good morning, said Bear. Bear, Mouse, Duck, and Frog waited all day for Mole to wake up. Finally, Mole poked his nose out into the moonlight. Mole, said Bear, would you like to hear a story? Bear gathered his friends, and he sat up straight, and he cleared his throat, and he puffed out his chest, and with all of his friends listening, there they all are, ready to hear his story. Bear could not remember his story. Oh, it was such a good story, he said, hanging his head. But winter is a very long time for a bear to remember. And the friends sat together for a quiet minute. Then Mouse said, maybe your story is about a bear. And Duck said, maybe your story is about the busy time just before winter. I think there should be other characters too, suggested Frog. Like a mole, said Mole, and a mouse, and a duck, and a frog. Bear sat up straight again. He had cleared his throat, puffed out his chest, and began his story with... It was almost winter, and Bear was getting sleepy. That's how this story began, right? So you just heard Bear's story. The end. Our next story is called A Loud Winter's Nap, and this is written and illustrated by Katie Hudson, and it's published by Capstone. So this time we are going to read about a tortoise that is going to hibernate. Tortoise had just snuggled in for his long winter nap when... Hello there, Tortoise, chirped Robin. Would you like to join our singing class? No, grumbled Tortoise. I was trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter. Why not, chirped Robin. They just don't, said Tortoise, and he packed up and left in search of a quieter home. It would definitely not be quiet next to a bird singing class, would it? Tortoise snuggled down in his new bed, and he was just about to close his eyes when tap, 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 tap. Hiya, Tortoise. What are they doing? Would you like to make an ice sculpture with me? Asked Rabbit. No, groaned Tortoise. I was trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter. Why not? Asked Rabbit. They just don't, said Tortoise, and he packed up again. Definitely cannot sleep next to somebody tapping on ice all winter with a hammer. But look, he's making a tortoise sculpture. Tortoise trudged through the snow and found a new napping spot. Again, Tortoise snuggled down in his new bed, and he was just about to close his eyes when... Thud! Pat! Thud! Snow fell on him. Hey, Tortoise! Would you like to play in our snowball fight? Asked Squirrel. No, Tortoise said angrily. I am trying to sleep. Tortoises don't like winter. Well, why not? Asked Squirrel. They just don't, groaned Tortoise. Definitely can't sleep when he's being hit in the face with snowballs. Why would anybody want to stay awake for winter, grumbled Tortoise. He was tired and cold and needed to find a quieter place to sleep. Tortoise decided to move to higher ground. There he goes, up the ladder. And again, Tortoise snuggled down in his new bed, and he was just about to close his eyes when... What do you think's going to happen? There's Beaver. What has Beaver been doing to those other trees? Da, 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 bounce, 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 swish, swish, swish. Oh no, cried Tortoise. Uh-oh, look. There goes his tree. Kerplunk. Beaver chewed it down, didn't he? It says, sled construction site. So he's cutting down some trees to make sleds. I do not like winter, Tortoise said. And Tortoise hiked up a big, snowy hill. And behind a small tree, Tortoise found a flat piece of wood. It was the perfect place for napping. And he snuggled down in his new bed and was about to close his eyes when... What is he laying on? That's not a normal piece of wood he's sleeping on, is it? Uh-oh. I think it's a sled. Whoosh! There he goes, down the hill. And as Tortoise whizzed along, he couldn't help smiling. Maybe winter isn't so bad, he thought. Oh, this sign says, river ahead. Should we see what happens? Ice skating! And as he flew off his sled and through the air, he couldn't help giggling. Maybe winter is more than cold and snow, he thought. And whee! Look, he's spinning. And as he slid across the ice, he realized he had been wrong. That does look like fun, doesn't it? That night, Tortoise skated, slid, and spun with his friends late into the night, and he wasn't tired or cold. Maybe some tortoises could like winter after all. The end. Our final story is one of the bear books written by Karma Wilson and illustrated by Jane Chapman. This is Bear Snores On, and it's published by Scholastic. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Is the bear sleeping in his cave? Cuddled in a heap, with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day and he sleeps through the night. The cold wind howls and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. You give me a big bear snore. Then itty bitty mouse, pitter pat tiptoe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare pops in. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Popcorn's fun to eat by a fire, isn't it? Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps. They excuse Hare, but the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share." "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch, but the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor, then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren, and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. They're having a party. He's sleeping through it. Hare stokes the fire. Mouse seasons stews. Then a small pepper flake makes the bear achoo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. Bear's awake now. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. Bears do not like to be woken up during the winter, do they? "You've snuck in my lair, and you've all had fun. But me, I was sleeping, and I've had none." And he whimpers, and he moans, and he wails, and he groans. And the bear blubbers on. He's sad because they had a party while he was asleep. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn. We can brew more tea." Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep, but his friends snore on. Now Bear's awake, and everybody else is sleeping. The end. Hi everybody! So since we read some stories about animals sleeping during the winter, we're going to do a silly song called It Ain't Gonna Snow No More. So what we're going to do, we're going to make some big snowflakes with our hands, so spread your fingers out as wide as they go and show them falling to the ground like snowflakes. Are we ready? You ready? Okay, here we go. It ain't gonna snow no more, no more. It ain't gonna snow no more. Oh gee, it's up to my knees. But it ain't gonna snow no more. It ain't gonna snow no more, no more. It ain't gonna snow no more. Oh fiddle, it's up to my But it ain't gonna snow no more. It ain't gonna snow no more, no more. It ain't gonna snow no more. Oh, heck. It's up to my neck. But it ain't gonna snow no more. It ain't gonna snow no more, no more. It ain't gonna snow no more. Oh, dread. It's over my head. I guess I'll go back to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Well, story time's almost over. Yep, all we have left to do is to sing our goodbye song. It's a lot like our hello song, but instead of signing hello, we're going to sign goodbye. Remember, friends? We take our 2 pointer fingers, and they're going to give each other hugs. Ready to sing? Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Sing one more time with me. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching Storytime Anytime. Be sure to follow the Bath Township Public Library on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any more of our videos. Bye!